In today's video, we have brand new footage of Virtual Basement's The Wrestling Code, as the developer have released a new tech demo featuring WWE legend King Kong Bundy, with this footage giving us our first look at his entrance and his moveset, as well as a preview of some of the other models. So let's check out the new trailer, then I'll go over it at the end and highlight some additional details that I was also sent. So that's the first look at King Kong Bundy in The Wrestling Code, with this being the first time that we've seen Bundy in a wrestling game since he last appeared in WWE 2K14. Taking a closer look at Bundy, the work on the model is incredibly well done, so much so that it's hard not to compare it to the models seen in WWE 2K, as despite being a much smaller company and having a lot smaller budget, the artists have done an incredible job in recreating Bundy, and seeing this run in Unreal Engine with the sweat glistening in the lighting, visually the game is looking great. Moving on to the gameplay footage that showcases Bundy's moveset, we first see him locking up with former ECW star Justin Credible as he's seen overpowering him and throwing him to the mat. We also see him perform a bear hug to another ECW legend in the form of Tajiri. Then we see him deliver this corner splash to the back of Zach Gowen, who you may remember from his time in WWE, as Zach, who had his leg amputated at the age of 8, spent a brief time in WWE between 2003 and 2004 where he would wrestle matches without his prosthetic leg. As we see in the gameplay, this is something that we'll also see in the Wrestling Code, as Zach can be seen wrestling without his prosthetic, which is something that is bound to be a challenge when it comes to development. Other moves shown off include footage of a giant splash to independent star Cabana man Dan, who we've seen in some of the early previews. Then we see him go up against another ECW star in Raven as he delivers a massive elbow drop. Also shown off was independent star Ruckus, who we see receive a body slam, before we move on to footage of Bundy delivering a sidewalk slam to former WCW star Vampiro. When watching the moves back, I've seen a few people being critical over the speed of the moves, as they do seem quite slow. However, speaking to the developer, this was something that was done intentionally to better represent Bundy, as the developers confirmed that each character features their own style and their own speed. So while Bundy delivers these moves slower than others, should you play as Ultimo Dragon, then he has a much faster speed and a faster style, so the moves will be animated quicker to reflect that. Moving on to the last piece of footage, we see Bundy making a special 5-count pinfall, which Virtual Basement have announced is part of a special 5-count mode. The teaser for this mode reads, "Forget about beating the streak. Do you have what it takes to survive Bundy's ferocious 5 count? Test your strength against the behemoth in this thrilling showcase." In regards to the arena, given the amount of smoke and the lighting, it is hard to make out anything when it comes to the backgrounds, but I did notice the retro stage lighting, which I thought was quite cool. Then when it comes to the crowd, for all the hard to make out given the lighting, I actually kind of prefer them being somewhat obscured from the view, at least in a classic arena like this, though it'd be nice to see how they look and the reactions that they have once we get a modern arena with full lighting. So that's the first look at the new tech preview for the wrestling code, with this being the first footage we've seen since the Tajiri walk around demo that was released 18 months ago in October 2022, and given the footage, it appears that the game has come a long way since then, as not only are we now seeing an almost complete entrance, but we're also seeing moves, which is one of the things that the company have been focused on over the last 18 months as they've been travelling the world recording mocap. With the release of this new demo, hopefully this is the start of more showcases for the wrestling code, as for fans looking for an alternate simulation game to WWE 2K, then the wrestling code is shaping up to be a valid contender. So that's the latest look at the wrestling code. Let me know what you make of it in the comments, and stay tuned for more. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, have yourself an awesome day, and I'll catch you later.